Hey y'all, happy Thursday. And if it's Thursday, y'all know what that means. It is Twisted Thursday Mandela Madness. Wow, another week has gone by. What? Um, so if you are new here, and I do have a few new people, if you don't know what Twisted Thursday Mandela Madness is, there is a whole playlist. Um, and to kind of give you a quick summary, Twisted Thursday Mandela Madness is a collaboration between the lovely Amanda over at Obsessive Crochet Lady. Back last fall, we had been discussing doing a project together, and at first we were talking amigurumi. Could not figure out a project we both wanted to do that was kind of same. So we started talking blankets. She had gotten some Christmas cakes from the Knitting Network, and she really wanted to use those in a blanket. And she brought up the Mandela Madness, which was a crochet along back in 2016. And back then, I was still working, had a lot of lifey stuff going on. I never had the chance to get involved with that. So I told her I would look into it and see. And I did. And I got back with her and said, perfect, I would love to do it. So I looked for some Christmas cakes online, could not find any in the colors that I decorate with, which are the more whimsical. And so I said I was going to use my favorite shade of Mandela, which happens to be her favorite shade. So she was kind of like, but I want to make it. If you make it in that color, yada, yada. So I told her, I said, never mind. I will just go online and I will order all the colors that I need for the blanket and do the color changes as it states. And we talked about it a little more, and we were both really wanting to do the Mandela Madness in Lion Brand Mandela in our favorite colorway. So we decided we were just crazy enough that we were going to do both blankets in tandem, and hence Twisted Thursday Mandela Madness came to be. So originally, we had said it was going to be a very laid back kind of make along together and people could join in if they want to. We weren't going to do any more than 5 rounds per week because we knew once the blankets got bigger, it would be harder, excuse me, to get that many rounds in a week, anyways. Plus, we have other things going on, other projects, like most of us do, have about 10,000 whips going at the same time. So, no more than 5 rounds per week was going to be the going deal. We've had some people join in. They do send us update pictures as they are able. And yeah, I just totally lost my whole train of thought. So, the Mandela Madness, if it's new to you, was a CAL in 2016. And this is what it looks like when you finish through part 18. Um, it was released every week, a part every week with so many rounds until you completed it after part 18. There was an additional part to square it off if you so choose to. One of my blankets, I am not going to. The other one, I'm still not sure. Um, but it's by crystalsandcrochet.com, Helen Shrimpton. And if you want access to the pattern, which is still free, along with some others that work CALs as well, you can go to crystalsandcrochet.com, sign up for an account. All you have to do is put in your email, put in a password, and you have access. You can print them, you can download them to your device, or, yeah, I have printed them out. That way I can be more mobile. But if you are more of a tutorial kind of person, you can also find the tutorials for each part on YouTube at All in a Nutshell. Um, very well done tutorials. Every now and again, she'll slip and she'll use a UK term for a stitch, but then she corrects herself. You just have to pay attention. But other than that, um, a lot of people use the video tutorials. I'm using the print version. And so this has 111 rounds. Yes. And we have been working on this. I think this is our 23rd update. I'm almost positive. Yeah, this is our 23rd update. That's almost 6 months. Five and 3/4 months. Yep. Um, but so the Mandela one we chose, our favorite colors is the Lion Brand Mandela in the colorway Nifflers. And there's the information. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Which is a 3-weight yarn, 100% acrylic. It's 5.3 ounces or 150 grams, 590 yards or 540 meters. And I cannot read the hook and needle recommendations. If you're around for a while, you will figure this out. And those of you who have been around for a while, you already know why. So yeah, this was our first version that we both could not resist making. And I've kind of been focusing on the other version because I made the mistake of doing it in a 4-weight. In hindsight, I should not. Because that 4-weight blanket is huge. It's a beast. It's heavy. And living in the South, our temperatures are really heating up. Today we were at 89 and it was so humid. It was crazy. And so I am trying to get that version done quicker because once it starts getting any hotter here and with the weight of that thing and my MS, it just doesn't work yet. Today's heat, I was starting to get tingly hands, tingly feet. I was starting to get numb on the side of my face. So, yeah, I've got to get it done and get it done soon and not fight with it anymore and be finished. And then I can refocus on the Mandela one. But I did manage to get a round done on her this week. I did round, let me find my note here. Last week, I think when we left off, I was up to round 83 and I finished round 84 on her. And this is what she's looking like right now. And no, I didn't weave my last ends in. I absolutely love this one. It is beautiful. And my laptop just does not show the colors like they are. Maybe for my last, maybe I need to do some of these updates with my phone and record because, or my tablet, because it shows the colors a lot better. But yeah, gorgeous. And with it being a 3 lightweight, this one isn't bothering me to work on with the heat. So I know once the other one gets done, and the heat gets worse, I'm not going to be flipping out on this one. I'm rather enjoying this one. I do plan on making this blanket again at some point in time in this colorway right there that has a little red heart in the middle or magenta heart. But yeah, that is the update on this one. I have completed up to round 84. Yay. And I can't wait to start really, really working on it again. Which round 84 is in part 13. And I think I have 2 more rounds to go. Maybe. Before I move on to the next one. No. No, I have several. Like 4. It's okay. it is okay. And now for the beast. For the beast. And it is still attached to yarn from where I left off. So for her, because I could not find any Christmas cakes with the more whimsical colorways, I ordered just the specific colors. And for her, I actually ordered the colorways from Herrschners in the worsted yarn in five colors. And let's see, it is the 4-weight, 100% acrylic, and each ball is 8 ounces or 226 grams, 489 yards or 448 meters. And they recommend a US size 7 knitting needle or a US I9 crochet hook. Machine washing dry, made in China. And this is the color lime. And let's see, trying to figure out how to pull these out without making a mess. This one is the color Seaspray. I love this one. Love it, love it, love it. And then this one is still attached. And this one is the color Victorian Red. I just started this ball, so. And the rest of them are kind of, I had 3 balls of each color. So there was 15, yeah, 5 colors with 3 skeins each. And for the next color, it was in the baby line, the baby worsted from Herrschners. And the only difference is all the stats are the same. Just the baby line, it was the shade color. So I opted for the Pixie Pink. I absolutely love the shade of pink. It is so pretty. And out of the 3 balls, this is all I have left of the Pixie Pink. And I'm not sure how many more times I could change colors. I'm hoping I don't get back around to the pink because this will not be enough to go around again. Yeah. That's all that's left of 3 skeins of Pixie Pink. And then the final color is also in the baby line, and it is the color Cloud, which is just your basic white. But yeah, there we go. So we had lime green, Seaspray blue, Victorian red, Pixie pink, and the Cloud white. And I'm telling you, she is a beast because so far I have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 skeins completely. I don't have the band for the pink ball in here yet because it has not been used up. And of course, the last skeins of each of the other 4 colors are still on the balls. Yep, I have used 10 already. So you know this thing is humongous. I will be so glad to get her done and get her out of the way, and I can put those ball bands in my counts, let alone get her off my lap. I am not a weighted blanket person, and I don't know what I was thinking. She's going to be pretty just being decoration, that's for sure. But I plan on, since it will be finished, it will be a fair entry. Yeah, I'm hoping it does well. But let me see if I can do this without getting too tangled, because like I said, we are still attached. Oh gosh. And it's anymore. It's hard for me to figure out where the ends are. Oh no. It's probably over here. Okay. Alrighty. But last week when we left out, I had finished up to round 105. And this week, I got 2 rounds done. So I got rounds 106, 107 finished. So all I have left is 108, 109, 110, 111. 4 rounds to go. And yeah, this last round, I started yesterday afternoon and I finished it, what was left of it, this evening. Granted, I haven't been able to work on them as much as I would like, but it is what it is. And last week when we left off, we were right here. This was the last round we did the white, and I had moved up the stitch marker. So I did this pink round, which is right there, this florally thingy, and the red round. So let me fold it in half because I can no longer hold it up 100%. That, and you won't be able to see it anyway. Alrighty, here we go. Let's try this. And, oh, my toe is falling. Alright. Here we go. Oops. About to drop it. Yep. Huge. Alright. I still did not weigh her. I totally forgot. I am going to weigh her when she's done. I have 4 more rounds to go, and then she is getting weighed because I kind of really want to see how much she weighs at the end. Unbelievable. I cannot. So word of advice to anybody who's using a 4-weight yarn, your Mandala Madness is going to be huge. Brian tried to talk me into ending, I think it was somewhere around in here, because it was basically straightaways and stuff. But I was like, no, I can't do that because I would know it's not finished. So yeah, this is where we're at. We are starting to even out the edges from all those little floral fans so that it will be round. And we're almost there. 4 more rounds, guys. 4 more. And she will be done. I cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. I can't wait to enter her into the fair. Brian will have to carry this tote for me. But, oh, put her back in here. Oh my gosh. I have yarn everywhere. Ugh. So, yeah. 4 more rounds and she will be done and dusted. And I can get my totals on, yeah, they won't be going into April's totals because as of the filming, today is the last day of April. And you'll be seeing this the first day of May. So happy May Day. Happy first day of May. Yeah, I'm ready to get her done. And I'm so ready to work back on the Nifflers again because it is smaller, more lightweight. And I mean, granted, my Christmas version brings me joy, but that rainbow Nifflers just, it's my favorite and it has my heart. That's why I use it so, so, so much. It's actually my favorite line brand yarn of all of them, honestly. So, yeah. Um, Now, the Christmas version, I am not going to square it off. It's already too heavy. I am going to finish it round. The Nifflers rainbow version, I'm still up in the air as to whether to square that one off. In my head, I was kind of like, square it off since you're not squaring off the other one. That way you have both versions. I'm not sure yet. I will cross that bridge when we get to it because we still have a ways to go. I still have 20 some odd rounds to go on that one. But as for the Christmas version, 4 more and we're done. In a perfect world, I'd be able to get them done by next week. I don't see that happening because I struggled to get the 2 rounds in that I did. And I have a lot of stuff going on the rest of this week and into next week. So I am very, very busy. So it's probably going to be 2 weeks. If I were to get it done by next week, I am going to be shocked. So yeah, that's this update. What else was I going to say? I did take a little trip today. When you're seeing this, it would have been yesterday. A friend of mine who works for Joann's, she decided she was going to get a part-time job there to help them close down. Um, she had been messaging me about a shopping trip, and then she was made aware this morning by her boss that yarn, as of Wednesday, which is today, April 30th, is now 50% off. All of it. And so I did the drive down there. We met up and we did some shopping and we did some damage. We sure did. I have no idea where I'm going to put it. I have no idea, but you know what? There's worse things I could be trying to figure out what to do with, right? And I know it's going to get used because I donate so much. I just got to get organized. Oh, but I did grab some yarns that I had not played with before, and I did find they had a whole lot of Bernat um, blanket, and but I'll go into that in another video. I did take some video of part of my drive, um, like about the middle part, and it recorded until my I was using my old phone for the camera, and it actually I wasn't paying attention to how long it was videoing, and it got overheated and it shut down. So there's like 45 minutes of my drive to get there. And then I took a little bit of video inside. It was kind of challenging because a bunch of people kept like coming in on us. So I'm going to try and get it all uploaded and spliced together. That is something I've not done with videos before, is splicing multiples together. So I will try and get that figured out. Plus, I'm going to have to figure out how to eliminate the sound. Um, I thought I had the sound turned down as I was videoing, but I did not. So it was picking up the radio and then people talking in the store and yada yada. So I'm going to eliminate all the sound. And maybe do some overlay music if I can figure it out. And that way you can see my rural Tennessee drive and see some pretty countryside since it's starting to green up from the spring. And then we'll do a separate video on the yarn haul. Got quite a lot, saved a lot. I could not believe how much I saved. And I'm kind of excited. Kind of excited, guys. So with that, I'm going to let you go. And I will try and get those videos done. We'll see. It might not be till next week. We'll see what I've got going on. But I shall wish you a blessed day. And I hope you have a great Thursday, a great rest of your week because you're almost to the weekend. And happy first day of May again. And with that, I will let you go this time. Life is not perfect, so be kind. Try and create something new every day and keep reaching for the stars in your yarn. So, till next time, guys, love you bunches. Bye for now.